A cutthroat warlord and self-proclaimed freedom fighter, Mad Maggie's punishment for her vicious attacks across the Outlands has landed her in the Apex Games.
Syndicate's gonna regret letting Mad Maggie off her leash.
Now, will she face justice, or will Maggie turn the tables on her would-be executioners?
You know what they say? Mess with the bull and I'll trample you to death.
When there's blood in the water, Maggie will sense it. She's able to track down those she's hurt to finish the job.
Salvo says kia ora, by the way.
And don't bother trying to run. Maggie moves faster when carrying a shotgun, allowing her to close the distance on any fleeing opponents.
What are you legends made of? Emotions?
Those who try to hide behind cover will soon discover nowhere is safe. Maggie's riot drill allows her to burn out her enemies.
Killing and drilling.
But nothing embodies Maggie's love of wanton destruction like her ultimate.
Get the hell out of her way.
A powerful wrecking ball that leaves death and speed boosts in its wake.
One day Salvo will be free, and the next day, the Syndicate will be dead.
Be wary, Legends. The most feared villain in the Outlands is at your door. You must band together to control this madness, or she's sure to bring the games down around her. The Apex Games, brought to you by the Syndicate and Silva Pharmaceuticals.
To further celebrate the game's 3rd anniversary and its amazing community, Apex Legends players can unlock 3 top legends, 3 thematic packs, plus 1 legendary pack for each of them just for logging in for the first 3 weeks of Defiance. New legend. Mad Maggie, cutthroat warlord and the Outland's meanest mad lass, is back and she's coming into the Apex games like a wrecking ball with an offensive playstyle. With enhanced shotgun proficiency, the ability to dislodge enemies behind cover, and a crushing ultimate, aggressive players are going to love playing as Mad Maggie. Passive, Warlord's Eye temporarily highlight enemies you've damaged. No movement speed penalty when wielding shotguns. Tactical, Riot Drill fire a drill that attaches to an obstacle and burns enemies on the other side. Wrecking Ball throw a ball that releases speed boosting pads and detonates near enemies. Check out Maggie in action here. Brand new limited time mode, Control. Defiance kicks off with Control, a brand new limited time mode that delivers an adrenaline-fueled 9v9 experience where 2 teams fight to capture and control points on the map. Featuring the largest team sizes in Apex Legends to date, players will pre-select their loadouts, drop in, and for the first time ever have the opportunity to experience the rush of having the same legends fighting side by side, creating thrilling moments that can only happen in Control. In this mode, death is not the end, as throughout the match players will be able to respawn and carry on the fight until one team earns enough points to be declared the winner. So get ready to experience the spectacle of 9v9 legend combat when Control kicks off on February 8th. Check out the full blog from designer Mark Yampolsky here. Get rewards to kick off the season. To celebrate the 3rd anniversary and the amazing community of Apex Legends, we're giving away rewards to all players who log in during the first 3 weeks of Defiance. From February 8th to February 15th, all players will unlock 3 Octane thematic packs just for logging in. If players don't already have him, he'll automatically be unlocked. From February 15th through February 22nd, players that log in will unlock 3 Watson thematic packs, as well as the legend herself if she's not on the player's roster. Then we round out the celebration with Valkyrie, where between February 22nd and March 1st players that log in unlock 3 Valkyrie thematic packs plus 1 legendary pack, with those that have yet to unlock this high-flying legend getting her just for logging in. So be sure to log in between February 8th and March 1st to unlock your rewards. Asterisk conditions and restrictions apply. See playapex.com/3rd-anniversary-login-rewards for details. Olympus Map update. Someone or something has hacked into Olympus Phase Runner, sending the floating city crashing down and creating destabilizations across the city that change the face of the map, perhaps forever. Players will experience a malfunctioning Olympus, with new terrain exposed and more poised than ever. And that's not all. Expanded map, spreading squads out more so the map's center area, labs of the states, isn't the only go-to combat zone each game and reducing the frequency of spontaneous third parties. Better rotational options to help players get around and out of dangerous choke points. New interactive map toy and play spaces to help attract players into the new areas, creating fresh new experiences for Olympus. Check out the full blog from map designer Alex Grainer that goes into detail about what to expect from the Olympus Map update. Players in the regular play Apex queue will drop exclusively into Olympus for the first week of the season, after which we'll add Storm Point and Kings Canyon into the rotation. Storm Point updates. Wildlife update. It's now been a full season since we introduced PvE into Battle Royale, and while we were happy with how Wildlife launched, we've seen that Prowlers were a bit too punishing and not quite rewarding enough. Additionally, we have seen some bad edge cases that create frustration for players that we're hoping to address this season. We'll go more in depth on the exact details and our reasoning behind them in another blog, but in short. Prowler damage reduced from 30 to 20 and reduced knockback force. Increased Prowler nest completion reward from 90 to 150 crafting materials, 250 total for the large Prowler nest in the center of the map. Note, crafting rewards are divided evenly to all squad mates nearby at time of clearing the nest. All players, regardless of squad, in the area get a share of the 250 crafting material reward when the large Prowler nest is cleared. Overhauled wildlife targeting rules to use damage as the primary factor, which should help wildlife targeting feel more fair and less random. Introduced a targeting cap for Prowlers, so only 3 Prowlers will be able to target a player at any time. Prowler den spawns are now disabled when there are 2 teams inside of the same nest, except for the massive Prowler nest at the center of the map. Prowlers are now neutral when outside the ring unless engaged in combat. Prowler dens are now disabled outside the ring if the Prowler camp is passive. Wandering Prowlers in the small wildlife nests have been reduced from 3 down to 2, and their wander radius is reduced by half until they are engaged in combat. Made some tweaks that should help squads clear Prowler nests quicker. Gave a slight increase to high-tier consumable drops on all wildlife. Dropship Pathing. While Storm Point has a relatively healthy spread of landing locations, we realized the typical dropship logic often made the high northeast corner of the map particularly tough to land in. Rotating the distribution and moving the center point slightly northeast should make High Point and Lightning Rod more accessible, while still allowing players to land in the lower southwest portion if they desire. Each image below shows 400 dropship simulations, before and after the change. Finally, a few miscellaneous changes. Improved wildlife combat versus vehicles. Targeting and damage now focuses on an occupied vehicle opposed to individual players in the vehicle. Improved wildlife interactions versus electrical abilities, making stunning wildlife with Watson's fences and Ash's tactical more reliable. Ranked update. In Apex Legends, the primary goal is to be the last legend standing, and racking up kills is the vehicle to get you there. Last season, we made changes that opened up flexibility by compensating players with high kill counts that didn't necessarily place first. We liked this flexibility, but after observing the pacing of high-level ranked games, we saw players were focused on seeking out kills a little too much. Players that focus on fighting for higher placements and team play should be more faithfully awarded. Change summary. Max kill KP, 175 125 placement points, and per kill bonus. This tuning is more punishing to teams that undervalue placements. We're bumping up placement points for teams in the top 5, easing back on the kill KP cap, and adjusting per kill bonuses to require 2-3 less kills to hit the maximum. Split 1 will be played on Olympus, and we'll move over to Kings Canyon for Split 2 in April. Communication filter. During this season, we'll be releasing a new feature where players will be able to determine which players they want to receive voice and text chat from, called Communication Filter. Players can find the feature in the options menu under Gameplay, and will have 3 options to choose from. Everyone equals you see and hear all text to voice chat from all players. Friends only equals you only see and hear friends text to voice chat. Off equals you do not see or hear any voice or text chat. Players can also unmute anyone they choose, friend of friend, or a good random squad mate. Patch notes. Legends balance. Crypto. Drone view HUD, and other quality of life updates. Added game state, e.g. ring information, round timers, minimap, kill feed, team status, and ping information to the drone's HUD. Repurpose the drone HUD's old crypto health shield presentation into displaying the health of the drone itself. Survey beacon markers are now displayed in-world while piloting the drone, same as when controlling crypto himself. Neurolink changes. Increase the Neurolink detection FOV from 160-240 degrees. Neurolink detection is now disabled while the drone is being recalled. Surveillance drone changes. The deployment of the drone has received a rework. Pressing the tactical button causes Crypto to send the drone flying in a straight line in the direction of Crypto's view for a few seconds. If thrown to a wall or other geo, the drone will hit the wall and reorient itself so that it's facing away from the wall. Crypto no longer immediately accesses drone view after deploying his drone in this way. Pressing and holding the tactical button will launch the drone forward in the same way, but then Crypto will immediately access drone view. Reduce drone health from 60-50. The HUD marker for the drone has been tweaked to increase visibility. The HUD marker for the drone is now always displayed on screen while the drone is deployed, instead of only when the drone was off screen. Dev note: Crypto has been off the grid in terms of pick rate. The goal of these changes was to make his kit more accessible and engaging. With a new deployment option, we lowered drone health to prevent reckless drone deploy. Crypto is still a methodical, calculating legend, and manually piloting hack should still be the primary way to access macro-level recon. The drone view HUD updates should help here as well. Crypto's never been weak per se, we're cognizant of his strengths at high-level play, and will be keeping an eye on his usage and performance. Caustic. NOx gas traps are now destroyable after detonation. 150 horsepower. Detonated traps will expire at 11s instead of 12.5s. Gas effects linger for 2 seconds after barrel destruction or expiration. Gas particles still linger a bit longer as they dissipate. Weapons and equipment balance. Supply drop rotation. The Alternator Smg returns to the ground loot this season, and taking its place is the powerful mid-range energy Volt Smg. Alternator Smg. Removed disruptor rounds hop up. Volt Smg. Damage increased from 15 to 17. Max mag size increased from 28 to 30. Hop UPS. Kinetic feeder triple take and Peacekeeper. Sliding with the triple take or Peacekeeper significantly speeds up choke time and automatically reloads rounds. Hammerpoint rounds P2020, Mozambique, and RE45. P2020. Plus 50% unshielded damage. Mozambique. Plus 35% unshielded damage. RE45. Plus 35% unshielded damage. Shattercaps 30-30 repeater and bowcheck bow. Passively affects hip fire for both weapons. ADS remains precision shot. No longer able to toggle on and off. 30-30 pellet damage reduced from 8 to 7. Bow pellet damage reduced 12 to 11. Triple take. Removing projectile growth from bullets. Damage reduced from 23 to 21 per bullet. Dev note: the triple take's return to floor loot has been really positive, but it's proving to be a bit ahead of the pack with its ranged performance. We're eliminating the bullet growth it retained from its days as a sniper to pull it in line with other marksman rifles. VK-47 flatline. Damage reduced from 19 to 18 per bullet. Rampage LMG hotfix. Rampage damage reduced from 28 to 26. Reduced number of shots during the revved state from -40 to -34. Dev note: on January 13, 2022 we implemented a hotfix to the Rampage and Sentinel Infinite Charge bug. We took that opportunity to get out a Rampage nerf early. Noting these changes here for anyone who missed our earlier messaging. Fully kitted rotation. Added RE45, Triple Take, Peacekeeper, Prowler, Havoc. Removed Mastiff, 30-30 repeater, R301, Car, Longbow. Weapons in crafting. VK-47 flatline and Longbow DMR are now craftable for 30 mats at any crafting station. Weapons in crafting cannot be found on the ground. Crafted weapons come with no attachments and 2 boxes of ammo. Dev note: as we continue to introduce new weapons and loot into the game, we must consider the impact it has on loot saturation and the ability to find specific pieces for loadouts. With this change we are able to keep weapons available, but give our floor loot some breathing room. Crafting. Medkit price lowered from 20 to 15. Kinetic feeder added to crafting rotation. Bug fixes and quality of life. Fixed issue where multiple legends were missing voice lines when pinging a caged flyer. Fix for booster loader where ammo counter would remain highlighted when switching from a low ammo hemlock or wingman to another weapon. Replicator fix for cases where an item could become stuck inside after crafting with a full inventory. Fixed an error that would tell players to come back in a decade when matchmaking. Fix for cases of lighting issues in some areas on Olympus. Fix for cases where Mirage ultimate decoys could get stuck on surfaces raised slightly off the ground. Arenas. Fix for cases where Crypto's drone charges could be used multiple times with single drone. Arenas. Fix for cases where trying to charge a rampage or sentinel rifle as the round starts results in the charge being cancelled when the round starts. Crypto's drone fix for cases where it wouldn't show friendly nameplates. Fix for cases where players were able to use melee on inclined surfaces to get speed boost while sliding. Fix for cases where revving up a rampage LMG while removing extended mag causes the revved up bar to appear forever. Fix for cases where the timer for charging the sentinel and rampage was not showing the correct time left for animation. Fix cases when specific legendary Horizon skins would block part of screen when adsing with a Prowler plus 1x holo scope. Fixed issue where weapon challenges would not show progress in the after-match summary. Fixed a bug where charging up the sentinel required 2 cells instead of 1 when wearing a golden armor. Reduced L-star impact VFX. Fixed a bug for cases where players could get a jump boost from death boxes that are in the vicinity of Horizon's gravity lift after it's been used. Reticle color customization, limiting values to 0 to 255 to avoid exploits. Reticle color customization, improved inconsistency in UI color when adsing with different sniper scopes. Reticle customization fix for cases where rapidly adjusting the lighting bar can result in a performance drop on other platforms and a crash on Switch. Based on feedback, we've adjusted the in-world icon for Ash's passive to be smaller and closer to the ground. When Ash's tactical hits an object it cannot stick to, it should now bounce off instead of destroying itself. Tactical cooldown will not be refunded anymore. Improved the targeting experience for Ash's ultimate by preferring locations that are farther away. Audio fix for cases where a 99 gun fire SFX persists when spectator changes to another player while R99 is fired. Storm point, fix cases where players were unable to shoot through the chain link fences at antenna. Storm point, fix for cases where players could get stuck inside the map by using Vork's ultimate on command center. Storm point, based feedback we've adjusted final round rings so they don't end in areas with no cover or populated by prowler dens. Storm point, fix for cases where a player could be launched by a gravity cannon while below it. World's Edge, changed fragment from high tier to mid tier loot. This happened in the 11.1 update, but was inadvertently omitted from those patch notes. World's Edge, fixed an issue with Loba's ultimate, where it would not tell you items inside the panels at trials were locked though the alarm got triggered as normal. Fix for cases where Jibby's arm would be missing during Pathfinder's Iron Haymaker finisher. Fix for cases where the entire map hears audio if a player cancels beacon scan. Fixed issue where Vork's Cloud Marauder legend skin had darker hands in 1P versus what's shown in the lobby and in other 1P skins. Fix for cases where players hit by Seer Tactical just as they enter crafting could lose certain functionality. Fixed issue where caustic barrels that are still being deployed mid-throw were not being deleted after caustic dies. Fixed issue where sometimes Watson's interceptor pylon would heal for less than intended. Fix for cases where a crash could occur when players accept join club requests by clicking the approval button twice. Fixed a bug where moving through Wraith's portal could feel choppy when placed in the air via gravity cannons. Fixed a bug where stocks didn't drop from wildlife on Storm Point. Improved wildlife combat versus vehicles. Improved wildlife interactions versus electrical abilities, making stunning wildlife with Watson's fences and Ash's tactical more reliable. Gave a slight increase to high-tier consumable drops on all wildlife. Added the ability to see your teammate's survival item while the inventory is open. Fixing some weird rules in how assists and kills are determined and properly rewarded. Quitting players can no longer deny kills and assists. Reviving no longer resets damage history. Private match updates. Observer, added a toggle to disable kill feed while in free cam. Observer, fixed ring visibility on minimap. Observer, fixed kill calculations for the status and stats screen. Fixed stat summary generation for team slots with default names. Disabled club features in private match. Added unique player IDs to postgame API, same IDs seen in the real-time API. Real-time API changes. Added weapon switched event. Shows the current item equipped by the player. Added player names for event squad eliminated and match state end. Added teammate names for observer switched event. Fix for items appearing as unrecognized. Fix for character selected event not populating with all players. Play Apex Legends for free now on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, and PC via the EA app, Origin and Steam. Follow Apex Legends on Twitter and Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our forums. Sign up for our newsletter today to receive the latest Apex Legends news, updates, behind-the-scenes content, exclusive offers, and more, including other EA news, products, events, and promotions by email. This announcement may change as we listen to community feedback and continue developing and evolving our live service and content. We will always strive to keep our community as informed as possible. For more information, please refer to EA's online service updates at https://www.ea.com/service-updates.